Alright, well, this is my first impressions of Beast of Reincarnation. This gameplay obviously is not mine, as you saw me click on the YouTube video. I am playing it on the Xbox, and so I am just going to give a little bit of a impressions while this gameplay is going, just so that you can see what is going on, what I am talking about. Let's see if we can kind of skip forward past this part. Perfect. So I do like the overall vibe, visual style, storytelling of the game. It very reminds me of like Miyazaki stuff, and it's very rooted in Japanese folklore, I feel like, which is really cool. It did actually have the option automatically selected to have the voices in Japanese, and so I'm like, well, if that is the default option, then I'm just gonna select that. However, there's a lot of like, you gotta do gameplay, but also there's talking, and so I was like missing dialogue because I couldn't read and play at the same time. It was too hard. So, and you can't from in-game select to change the language, voiceover language. So I had to back out and go to the menu, like the main title screen menu, to switch it over. Which isn't a huge deal, but you know, this is kind of a weird thing that happened in my experience. There is this big opening cutscene. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit so you can see. So, you know, you're battling these guys, which these guys look cool. I do really like the look of these guys. I am eager to continue to see the character designs of all of the enemies and stuff, because this is Game Freak, so this right here, see how it's like zooming in and it's like, oh, here's this thing that you should be paying attention to, a cinematic moment. Well, sometimes I was like fighting something and it would steal the control of the camera from me, like, oh, look over here, but my character model was totally blocking the thing that it was trying to show me, because I'm like in combat and trying to fight this thing. So that was kind of like a little bit of a not great design thing. Like right here, I was like fighting something and this thing was like falling or something. I don't really remember. But, yeah, it just didn't really quite come across the way that it was intended, with the character model being like in the way. But yeah, it's a small thing. You know, you can't get everything perfect. I do like the style of like, oh yes, throw you into some action where there's like, it's really cool visually, but there's actually kind of low stakes and it is kind of actually tutorial-y. I like that style, so applause there. Let's see here. So yeah, I have very little issues with this little beginning sequence. I do think it's good. I think it's interesting how there's like singing and stuff in the music. It makes me wonder if it was inspired at all by Claire Obscure, I mean, probably not, but I mean, maybe. Violet is very mysterious. I like how they tease her, like, a little bit. Um, she just kind of pops up every now and then, and it's very clear that she's kind of ghostly. And you can view in the menu description of characters that only Emma can see her, only the main character can see her. So I think that it might be some sort of like other self, like self projection, or maybe she's like a sister or relative that is like subconscious to Emma or something. I've only played the first. See, like, look, this right here, like, the view is all crazy. So, yeah, not perfect. The visuals are good, but sometimes they're a little bit off. Again, it's kind of like you. There's some things that people can look past and some things that people can't. I can look past graphical things. I do think, though, that her run... Here, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Like, if you see her run right here, look at her sleeve. That's very distracting. Like, I don't like how her sleeve is whipping around like that. It's really weird to me. Then, of course, there's this thing, which is, you know, exposition dump with the background of a bunch of lore tablets. Like, I get it. But also, dude, I cannot internalize stuff when it is told like this. So, I get it, but also, like, it kind of just glossed over me, and I did not internalize it at all. So, I don't know if other people feel similarly about these types of lore dumps, or if they're actually effective to them. That is, I have no idea. I just know it's not very effective for me. Yeah, this game, once you get into... Here, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit and skip the ad, I guess. So you go into this kind of open world-ish kind of situation, and this little first area, I like the droid thing that you find that he like eventually kind of dies. But it was a little bit confusing, easy to get lost in there, even though there is an objective marker. This part where it's like, oh, how's your clothing? I do think it's interesting. I think that the choice you have actually matters, kind of like a Kingdom Hearts thing. If you, depending on how you answer, that's the type of armor that you get. So I put like durable, and like I checked my inventory and it was like, oh, it's I don't know, high defense, or I don't remember exactly, but I thought that was very interesting. So I think it does have an effect. This person does a lot more like exploring than I did. I did a little bit of exploring, but then I ran into enemies that were like hard and ganged up on me, and I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna go to the quest marker. So therefore that I didn't do very much exploring. So this overworld part, it was okay. It, oh, here's a campsite, and then, okay, alright, this is like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, whatever. I do think it's odd. It's gonna showcase this in just a little bit. When you go into your skill tree, it like takes a super long time to display the skill tree. Like, you painstakingly go in here, watch this flower grow, and then you can move around. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But, oh well. They wanted to be stylish, I guess. There's a lot that is not explained in the game. Now, it does say, like, down there, you can view dips in the database. So I feel like they want you to do that. They want you to go into the database and view stuff. Which I have. And I have learned more things by doing that. So it is definitely worth it. And it does eliminate the problem of like, oh my goodness, too much tutorial dumping right at the beginning of the game. I just want to get into the meat of the game, right? So it does solve that problem in a way, but also, like, I don't know. I kind of wish that they did a little bit more explaining about the mechanics. Like, how magic works, like Ku's magic. I don't know. But maybe I just like my hand being held as a gamer. I don't know. At least it has that little thing like, hey, see manual for more details. So I do appreciate that. Movement. I do love the movement in this game. I love the hair thing that you can just kind of go hold the A button or whatever and just woo at any time, like while you're on the ground. That's so cool. I did not get, like, he got this little tutorial little bug thing of like pop up of like, oh yeah, these butterflies, interact with them and they'll give you currency. That's cool. I didn't get that pop up when I was playing, or at least I don't remember it. Maybe I never touched a butterfly. I don't know. But let's see. I'm gonna skip his conversation because it's gonna distract me. But I like this guy. He was cool. He's like, oh yeah, we got what we needed, right? Oh yeah, this is where you learn to parry, which is good. But something that is weird, like, I'll talk about it a tiny bit later after I finish my movement discussion. So yeah, the movement is really cool. Like, it's really cool that you can just you're with your hair anywhere, and you can make your hair like a bridge. That's so awesome. And you can do the grappling, like, it's basically a hook shot. Your hair is also a hook shot. So it's really, really cool. All of the movement options that you have right from the get-go, you don't need to unlock them from the skill tree. They're just available to you. And they do tutorialize them okay. They don't explain the, like, you hold the A button and you... I don't remember them explaining that. But maybe they did and I just don't remember. Who actually knows? Because I kind of skipped some stuff here. Goodness, sorry, it's late over here. But talking about, yeah, like, I did not get this facility module thing. But maybe I'll go back and get it. So, seems like, oh, clearing the map, whatever. Oh yeah, see, but look at this. You can do that with your hair and then just do a stealth attack. That's amazing. I don't know any other game where it's so easy to get a stealth attack from above. Like, there's so many skills and stuff in other games that's like, oh yes, do a sneak attack from above, and it's a thing that you have to unlock, and I never go for it because it's always so specific. But like this, you could just like do it all the time. That's so cool. And I like the blue, trail thing that Ku leaves behind, so it's like, oh, Ku found something. Then you kind of look around for the blue trail, which turns into, I guess, a red trail if it leads to an item or something. Again, like, I learned that by reading the tutorial things. It does not explain that in an in-game tutorial. It doesn't explain the blue little trail that Ku leaves. Let's see. So let's delve into the tutorial a little bit more, like the parrying versus the dodging. Okay, so what I've completed so far of the game is like this part, this little overworld part, and I've defeated, I went into that like underground area and defeated some golems, and then came back out and encountered the main, I don't remember what it's called, but the big bad boss, whatever. Wow, this guy is like tough that he's fighting right now. Impressive, dude. But I beat that huge deer boss, and then you go and you go to the purifier walker thing again, and then you interact with, you like have a little memory with your wolf Ku companion, and then I did that memory, and that's what I've done. So about an hour, though it took me more like 2+ hours because I was like reading so much, and also I tried and failed a lot of times on the first wolf boss thing because what do you know, it's a Souls-like, and you're kind of supposed to, I feel like, die a lot and just learn by doing an experimentation. Yeah, see, I have not been around here. Like, this guy is just exploring it up. And like, I learned to crouch by looking at the menu, like at the tutorials. Like, it doesn't give you an in-game thing actually until later. Like, it tells you like way later. It's just kind of weird, the placement of tutorials. But here's my biggest design flaw thing that I have seen so far. So, well, okay, here's a little one first. Like, obviously you're supposed to go after the big bad guy spirit blight thing. So you encounter him, and then he like, there's like a cutscene where he like sniffs you, and then you like hide from him, and then he goes away, and then the objective is literally like I'm gonna scooch forward to just show. Oh, that's too far. So this is like the underground place, which I thought was good. It was just like kill these random enemies. It's just combat practice basically, and maneuvering with your hair, which I liked. But see, here's and skipping the ad. See, here's this random scene of like, oh, gotta hide from this spirit, which I mean, it's a cool scene, but it leaves me wondering why we were hiding, because then like right after this, we get all up in his business and beat him up. And it's even more misleading. Like there's a lot of misleading things. Like the objective marker is like right over him. So it's like, okay, I guess I'm supposed to go over and beat him up. So you start doing that, and then your dude face like radios you, and it's like, what are you doing? He's noticed you now. So it's like, what? Am I not supposed to do this? Also, the objective, like the way it's named, is it's like chase the creature back to its lair. And I'm like, so am I not supposed to beat it up? There's a lot of... See, chase the Nushi to its lair. Like, what do you do with that? Am I supposed to tail it? Am I supposed to shoot arrows at it? Am I supposed to scare it off? Like, what? What am I supposed to do with that information? So, I feel like maybe a little bit of a mistranslation, like could have been localized better, something. So many mixed signals there. So that's the small design flaw that I have an issue with. The larger design flaw is that after you beat up this boss, which the boss is not easy because you have to, get the parrying mechanic down. If you don't have the parrying mechanic down, then you're gonna have a bad time. Like, you will lose. So, I'm glad that this boss basically forced you to get good at parrying. That's good. Here, we're gonna skip forward to showcase the boss. He does a lot of exploring that I totally didn't do. See, but here's this, the guy. And he saves, he makes the save. He was too far, and then he did the A button, and then he was able to do the stab again. That's so cool. The movement is awesome. And Ku can do a thing where he does a skill and he creates flowers, and then you can grapple up and probably do a stealth attack if you're good again, from above. That's so cool. See, here's the parrying. Boom, boom. And, see, what are you doing? Keep moving. It might seem like a lumbering giant, but... Yeah. Why is he... What are you doing? I don't know. It's so weird. So... Yeah, lots of misleading stuff there. But, then after this fight, then you go back to the walker thing, and you first of all, you can take a shower and clean Ku, which I think is really cute. It doesn't show anything with the shower. It just is like, oh, do you want to get cleaned up? And then like you emerge clean. Like that's such a neat little detail in my opinion. Then you have this moment with Ku being like, you were there the whole time, weren't you? And it's cryptic on purpose. And then you go into flashback land. And in flashback land, I mean, it is a flashback, so you are maybe not as strong, right? But I had just learned to parry, right? Like, this is parry central. And so you are fighting some enemies, and I am kind of waiting for them to parry, or to attack me so I can parry, and then they just don't. And I'm like, dude, what? What? So, and then they're really easy. So I'm like, bum, bum, bum. Oh, well, what's the point of that? And it's a little bit long. Like, you're just going through the forest, and it is a little bit long for how, like, easy breezy it is. And there's not even, like, a whole lot of dialogue to pass that time. There is a little bit, but, then there's this little enemy, or this enemy that, here, let me, skip the ad. See, but here's you're at the place. But there's this enemy that, I'll see, yep, and then you learn at the end of the flashback how to pet the dog, which I'm very glad of, because I totally wanted to pet the dog, and it was like not giving me the option. But then after this little flashback, after she, like, I don't know, remembers. I like this part too, by the way, the cutscene. It's good. It builds a lot of intrigue. And, anyway, there's these, enemies. I just want to get to it, because that's just easier. Meeting Ku. These guys. And it gives you a tutorial right here on how to do a perfect dodge. And I'm like, dude, where was that before? Like, I would have liked to be able to know how to dodge. Like, I guess maybe dodging would have been useless against the giant elk deer thing, maybe, and that's why they didn't teach us. In which case, okay, I guess. But it's so weird to have a tutorial about something so crucial as this after you have fought your first big bad boss. Like, this is such a simple, I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way. Like, why am I getting a tutorial in a flashback about a basic concept after I fought like kind of a hard boss where that thing would have been useful, and it's like basic. I don't know. That bothers me. And you learn the stealth attack here, which is fine. That's fine. Or you might actually learn it before. I don't really remember. But I just that dodge parry thing, that rubbed me the wrong way. But I think that the movement is cool. The controls are a little, like, the actual buttons are fine. They're great. You do have to really try to understand all the mechanics and stuff yourself. It doesn't hold your hand. So I am in the menu a lot, and there's a lot of information on the screen that I can't really digest when I'm in battles. I still don't. Well, okay, I think I understand the entanglement thing. Like, I think it's just basically a shield. Like, your stamina, basically. I don't know why there's symbols, though. Like, if I go back here, like L3 plus R3, like, what does that do? Like, right here, see? Where it says L3 plus R3? Or something like that. Like, pushing the sticks in? I, like, tried that one time and, like, time slowed down, I guess? But only for just the barest amount. So, I'm like, maybe it'll give me a tutorial on that later. I don't know. There's just so much stuff on this screen that I don't really know what it is. Also, some of the things are like really tiny, and I don't really know what they mean, and have trouble reading them because they're so tiny. So, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of information, but there's not an easy way to access that information, even when the information is literally in front of you. Like, it's hard to read or decipher or anyway. So, I'm not a huge fan of that. But I like the story so far. I like the vibe. I like the design. I like the movement. And I am excited to see where it goes. So, I will definitely keep playing this. I'm excited that Game Freak has gotten to branch away from Pokemon for half a second to create something that, you know, they feel is unique and they wanted to create. I super value that and want to support that. So, yeah, that is a really long and rambly first impressions, but the long and the short is that I do like this game, despite its flawed game design at times, and am totally gonna keep playing, and I have hopes that I will get the hang of it more and have a good time with it. So, there you have it. Those are my first impressions of Beast of Reincarnation. So, with that, oh, look at that. Common Tenacity signing out. Good night, everybody.